do we have any bad communication habits from our past? If so, what are they? And we made any attempt to sort of change? Josh?
Bad habits?
Yeah.
I don't know. I would like to call it bending the truth sometimes.
So lying, basically.
No. I like to call it bending the truth.
Okay.
When they say it takes 3 to lie.
Exactly. 3. I can't lie if you're not listening. I'm just saying. But yeah,
I don't think I've ever heard that.
But so sometimes you have to lie to like avoid conflict because maybe you're just arguing all the time. And it's just like Baby Boy used to say, sometimes you gotta lie to spare people's feelings, you know. But Baby Boy used to say, I lie to you because I care about your feelings. That's what Baby Boy said. Just air quote, don't sue me.
But who really believes that?
Hey, sometimes it helps.
But what if the lie sort of comes out and it makes it worse later?
That's why you gotta be like George Costanza and remember all your lies.
Well, especially digitally. Sorry, Quincy, I'll let you go in a second. Digitally, when someone's like, yo, you said this 3 weeks ago, and they go into the WhatsApp and they pull up the search.
Again, like I don't want to come across as a liar because I'm really not, but just sometimes you have to though. Like if you get caught, then that's your fault.
Like your cooking was bad type of lying?
Yeah, like this is delicious. You know, like, but not like, hey, did you cheat on me? No, I didn't.
I think there's levels to it for sure.
Yeah, like there's the white lie, then the black lie.
What about
the black lie is better than the white lie?
I definitely would say the black lie is better than the white lie. We're turning that shit around here on
Flipping that shit. It was just a little black lie.
What about how do you like this dress?
How do I look in this?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just believe you should just find someone that always look good in that dress. You don't have to lie about it.
So I don't think you answered the question. You literally, in a meta way, you just didn't answer the question. Quincy, you said, what about you for you? Like, are there any bad communication habits that you had maybe in your past relationships or even now that you're trying to work on?
All the time still, you know. All the time, like almost every day. You know what I mean? Sometimes I could come across pretty, as you know, pretty forceful. But when it's just me caring.
This guy.
You know, I can be passionate about something, and the way I push it across is like I'm really telling you, yeah, go do this shit, because if you don't do it, you suck, kind of thing. But no, I actually mean like do this because I care about how to make you, you know, how to help you improve or whatever, whatnot. That's actually what it would mean. But my delivery sometimes can use some work, and I can say that for sure. But yeah, I mean, miscommunications via text happens almost on a frequent basis, you know. Simple things as you know, what time are you bringing my daughter home, you know, and then you read
our daughter,
you read that and it's like, we mean your daughter, you know.
You know? I think we've all been.
Why is your daughter at my house? Like, what's going on?
But the thing is, the person may not even mean it that way. Right?
Yeah,
he may be laughing
absolutely.
and living, you know, having a good time over there. But the way we take it, it's like, and then we send back a message. We mean your daughter.
But hold on, if that's the case, if you're taking it that way, it must have been said that way before for you.
Yeah, but I mean,
you're not just a crazy person. Like, what are you talking about? Right? Like,
yeah, it could be, but it doesn't mean that because it was said that way before that it it was meant to come across that way in that given situation, right?
Obviously,
Well,
but
And that's the
but
thing.
going back to
That's
what you said
assumptions again,
before,
right?
it's the same thing. It's what you're expecting. It's what you're used to.
Yeah.
Right?
So
and it's really interesting because once the communication is made, I mean, I did my undergrad in communication studies, and I remember a professor talking about that oftentimes we aren't really communicating. We're just waiting for the other person to finish so we can just say our point. So how much of what you said was actually received? And then like, even before you're done, it's like the response is coming. You're like, well, I said that. You're like, well, I thought you said that. You're like, well, that's not what I said. Right. And so, and I can say that I'm guilty of that for
But-
sure. With,
So this is like, I find that the best 3 words is just to ask someone, what do you mean? Because
that's 4 words.
okay, sorry, I can't count. 4 words. What do you mean? And if they can't express what they mean, then they don't even know what the hell they're talking about. And it's like, but I find when I ask those questions, people get upset. It's like, what do you mean? What do I mean? Like, I don't understand what you're saying. What do you mean? And then they just say the same damn thing again. Like I'm just gonna be like, oh, yeah, I'm an idiot. I just didn't understand the first time you said the exact same thing.
Well, because it could factor into like, what if you're communicating with someone in your life, even romantically or in our personal relationships, like with our parents or even our kids and whatnot. What if another person is not changing their communication style? So like Josh, you're talking about that, like you're asking a clarifying question,
Yeah.
and that person is not changing that style. So something like it feel like you're speaking like English and they're speaking like French, and they're like, or it's like you're talking like apples and they're like, here's an apple, they're like, here's a brick. You're like, I wanted an apple.
Be like, yo, can you
You're
pass
like,
me
here's
the
a brick,
apple over
right?
there? And they give you a mango. It's like, this is a different fruit.
Yeah, and,
It's like-
and sometimes it just steps back. That you look at it, especially for those of us in minority backgrounds that you're mentioning.